What's going on, guys? This is Schmackle. Welcome back to a brand new video, and today we are going to talk about a deck that I feel like a lot of people might be sleeping on just a little bit, but is actually very absurd and very combo focused and can actually make some of the strongest monsters in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm of course talking about Deskbots. The little freaking office supply dudes that everyone keeps thinking is a meme until they summon Aurora Darn and Master Duel, and then you realize how cringe it is. But this is not that. This is an actual TCG legal deck list. We're playing a couple engines here, more recent additions to make the deck more explosive and more consistent. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into this deck profile. I'll also talk a little bit about combo lines at the end of it, because there's a lot of convoluted stuff going on here. So the Deskbot package is actually a lot smaller than what you would think. We're playing free frees, free twos, free fives. These are the most important ones. Free summons 2, searches 5, blah, 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 blah. And 5 is level 5, so it makes, well, you know. And then we have one Deskbot 6 and one Deskbot 1. I'm surprised this card never got banned. I'm actually very surprised Konami banned this, or sorry, banned Hulk and Auroradon, but not this. Interesting. So the first supplemental engine that we're using to kind of boost the power and consistency of this deck is the Vernusylphs, because all the Deskbots are Earth. What this allows you to do is essentially cycle through every single Deskbot 2, regardless of whether or not you open free or whatever. As long as you open Deskbot 2 and the Vernusylphs that search other Vernusylphs, you can cycle through all 3 of them. So it's pretty cool. It's essentially like opening a more convoluted version of your machine duplication. So for them, we have 3 Flourishing Hills, 3 Misting Seedlings. These are the 2 that search. So those are the ones we want to max out on. And then for the ones that can be a little bricky, we want to search them, is Awakening Forests and Falling Mountains. Now, these here are the ones that do things that do not add additional card advantage. This sends an Earth monster from deck to grave. Not really good. The only way that this is good is if sometimes you send Tunneler if you don't have a way to search it. That's all that ever comes up. And then this just draws a card. So, you know, it's kind of like the Flourishing Hills and the Seedlings, but it's not a search. It's just any card, so it could be good, it could be bad. So, you know, that happens. Also, unfortunately, because this is just the best thing to be doing in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now, we're playing our free Motorbike, free Wakaushi, 1 Big Benkei, 1 Soul Gaia booster. I will say, however, you don't have to do Excel Synchro all the time. You can just use Wakaushi and Soul Gaia to go into Gear Gigant X, and that will search Despot free. So that's pretty good. That's, you know, at the end of the day, if you don't want to make Barone, I mean, if you just have Super Heavy Samurai and nothing else, you can at least get to Despot free. So, pretty okay. And then lastly, for one more pile of garbage, we have Symphonic Warrior Guitar and 1 Mics. So this is an extra normal summon. You can Despot free, summon 2, search free, summon Despot free, summon Despot 1. That's pretty good. Pretty good, guys. Also, this is searchable in this deck because of Gear Gigant, which we will make most of the time. So that's, you know, consistency. For the last 2 monsters, we of course have the Tunneler. It's Pot of Avarice for free. Why would you not run it? And then Ancient Gear Box, because we are playing the Ancient Gear Ballista. Now, we have a few spells in this deck. We have 1 Foolish Burial. I don't know why I'm playing this, but there's like no other card I want to play. Maybe a Called By. You know what? Yeah, that's just better. We're doing it live, folks. We're doing it live. All right. And then, of course, we have our free machine duplication. You all know that this card is dumb in Despots. I mean, do I need to say anything else? You know, search free from deck. That's pretty good. That usually means you win the game, usually. And then for the last one, just whatever, Monster Reborn. Just in case you get stopped, you can still extend. It's pretty good. For our extra deck here, we have ourselves an IP Masquerena. We have Ancient Gear Ballista. This, of course, adds Box. Box adds anything. Pretty good. Platinum Gadget is weird because if you make this after you have used a Vernusylph, it will not be able to use its effect. However, if you open double Despot 2, You can, or if you open Deskbot 3 and Deskbot 2, you can summon 3, special summon 1, make gadget, then summon 2, then search another one. So that's kind of why this is in here. We also have the unicorn for the IP Masquerena. Appaloosa, sometimes you can make this. It's not all the time, but when you do, you're very happy you have it. And then access code because you got OTK. For XYZs, we have the Gear Gigant X, of course, searches any machine in this deck, so that's pretty good. We're also playing the Cyber Dragon, Nova, and Infinity because we're playing a lot of level 5s. We have the Deskbot 5, which can be machine duped, by the way. We also have the Ancient Warrior mics, Symphonic Warrior mics, and the Infinite Track Tunneler. So you're going to be getting to do Infinity pretty often. We also have a River Stormer in case your hand is god-awful. I don't know how it could be that bad, but if your hand is that bad, make River Stormer. It'll unbreak your hand. For Synchros, we have a Herald of the Arclight. This is for, like, if you have an extra Deskbot free lying around, you can summon it, summon 1, and just make Herald. It's pretty good. We also have the real degenerate cards that probably should not be legal but are. Naturia Beast and Barkion, you can make both in this deck. Barkion is literally just Deskbot 5 and Deskbot 1, and then Beast is like 2 Deskbot 2s and 1. Could also be the Vernusylph level 4. So, pretty easy to make. And they sort of just laugh in the face of Runic players. And any trap decks as well. I mean, you make this against Runic, they kind of just die? Question mark. And then, of course, we have the Excel Synchro and the Barone because cringe. So, talking about combo lines here, the reason why we're playing the Super Heavy Samurais is actually kind of twofold here. For one, it does allow you to constantly make your Gigant X, which will allow you to search Deskbot free. It also unbricks your hand, because say you draw like 2 Deskbot 5 and nothing else. 2 Deskbot 5 and a Wakaushi. Well, that gives you full scales, which will then allow you to special summon the 2 Deskbot 5s, make River Stormer, search free, suddenly your hand's not so bad, right? So that's kind of really good. Also, the other cool thing is that this is a level 2 Earth Machine tuner. So that actually makes it even easier to make Naturia Beast and Barkion. So that's pretty cool. As a matter of fact, if you just have like Wakaushi, Bike, you can go through the Super Heavy Samurai line to end on full scales. And when you summon back the Excel and you summon back the Bike, you don't have to make Barone. You can save it and go into Naturia Beast that way. So it's also pretty cool. The Vernusylph stuff is crazy. I don't know how Konami thought that these were a good idea, but these are good in just any Earth dot deck. I want to test these in like straight up Earth Machine instead of Deskbots because I feel like they're broken. I could be missing something, but you know, just free hand advantage plus special summoning Earths from Grave is pretty good. You're essentially running 3, 6, 8, 10, 11 Monster Reborns in this deck. That's pretty good. Pretty freaking good, guys. So if you like what you see here, be sure to throw me a like, throw me a share, throw me a subscribe if you're feeling generous. And I will probably have a couple test hands with this out later on today. I have been working on this deck particular for a minute because there's a lot of like weird ratio things I had to do to fit all of this in. With that being said, I'm Schmackle. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.